Good afternoon and welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. Guys, it's almost spring, and I know if you're like me, you cannot wait to get out in the yard. So what we're doing here at Starkey Farmstead this year is we are going to grow our chickens their very own garden. So this video is going to go over why you should grow that garden, what are the benefits to you, to your homestead, and to your chickens. And what should you plant? Why should you grow your chickens their own garden? It's very simple. Feed cost. With all this nonsense going on with Tractor Supply feeds, people worried that their chickens aren't getting the right amino acids or anything else that they might need, and the hidden things that might be in that feed that might be affecting your flock, why not go ahead and create their own food source? Reduce your feed cost, or better yet, take them completely off pelleted feed. If you plant the right things for your chickens, they won't need pelleted feed. So that is a big reason to go ahead right now when it's almost spring and get your chicken garden started. All right, guys. Now, for people like me, where I'm small acreage homesteading, I don't always have the luxury or the ability to let my chickens free range, especially when I'm wanting to gather eggs, either to hatch in the incubator or sell for extra profit, and my guys are getting in these woods behind me and I can't find their eggs. I need to keep them cooped so I have an easier way to collect my eggs. So for me, when I have tours going on and things like that, I don't necessarily want my chickens or my roosters running around my yard. Keeping them cooped up is sometimes the only thing that you can do. So in that case, you have to create a garden so that they are technically free ranging in their run. You don't have to mimic what other people are doing, but you do have to find the systems that work for you, that work for your homestead and your farm. So creating a chicken garden in their run is a simple way to allow your animals to free range, choose what they're going to eat, get the minerals, get the vitamins, get the nutrients that they need to make a healthier egg for you and your family. So the benefit to having a chicken garden is what I just said. You're reducing feed cost, you have a healthier animal, the eggs are healthier because now they're getting the correct nutrients without toxins and without the wrong chemicals being introduced to them without your knowledge through a pelleted feed. Now, the third thing I told you we were going to talk about is what should you plant? So my question for you is, what vegetables and herbs does your family like, and which ones are the best for your chickens? So here at Starkey Farmstead, what we're doing in our chicken garden this year, for our vegetables, we have planted kale, turnip, and peas. For our herbs, we have lemon balm, basil, thyme, borage, chamomile, cilantro. For our legumes, grains, and seeds, it's oats, alfalfa, and clover. Now, the cool thing is we're basically cover cropping for our chickens in their chicken run. And what I'm using for a cover crop combination is alfalfa, clover, turnips, and oats. Okay? Now, I'm going to go into it real quick and tell you why I picked a few of the things that I did. Turnips. My chickens will eat the turnip greens, but my rabbits will eat the turnips. I also make an amazing root tincture from turnips. So that's a 3-in-1 for me. 3 purposes for that one plant. The second thing, lemon balm. Guys, lemon balm is amazing. It is a natural pest and rodent repellent. So you can't beat that, okay? It's also an antibacterial. It promotes calmness, helps reduce stress amongst your flock. And borage, or borage, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Here in South Louisiana, we kind of, pronounce things how we want it. Cool herb. The greatest thing for me is a family member to comfrey. And I cannot scream from the top of the rooftop enough. You need comfrey on your homestead and your farm. Amazing medicinal herb, okay? But the thing about the borage is it is a great mulch for your other plants. It will possibly deter pests in your coop and it is a medicinal herb. So when you're picking what you're going to put in your chicken coop for their chicken run, for their chicken garden, find plants that are going to do what you need done. All right. In other words, I'm planting lemon balm because where I live, mice and field rats can be a real issue. So if lemon balm is a rodent deterrent, I'm fixing to spread it everywhere, guys, everywhere. So that's what I'm talking about. You really have to think through what you're going to plant for them, but it's not that hard. I'm simply going to go out there with these seeds. I'm going to open hand broadcast it everywhere. I'm going to mist it down with my water hose, and I'm going to let my chickens out April 1st. My plants will be somewhat established. I will have a ground cover that from cover cropping. I told you about that. I'll have medicinal herbs to keep my flock healthy, but that I can also use for my rabbits and other things. Guys, this is how you reduce your feed cost. You get a healthier chicken that's producing healthier meats, healthier eggs. You have a happier flock. They're growing out. You can keep them contained, yet you can feed them better than any pelleted feed can. So enjoy looking at the run with me. I'm going to show you how depleted ours is. And I will do a follow-up video right before I let them out April 1st so you guys can see what it looks like 5 weeks from now and see how they react when they get out there in it. Because right now mine are cooped up making my compost that I'm going to need for my spring garden. So we thank you for watching Starkey Farmstead. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You can see how depleted the chicken run is, but you can also see where I came out here through some turnips. They're starting to really come up. It's warming up really well out here in southeast Louisiana. And we do have some winter oats. Now they will die off before they get much bigger because the heat's coming in pretty heavy. But the chickens had essentially eaten down their run. I mean, there was nothing green left in here. So during the winter, I brought in a bunch of leaves, some hay, and I took them, put them back over here to compost for me. And now I'm essentially planting a garden. Like I said, this is turnip and oats. And what I've got right here, guys, are a bunch of seeds. I've got some clover sprouts. I've got basil. And I've got kale. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this area, some seeds spread out here. And they give it about probably a month, as warm as it is, as damp as it is. That'll go ahead and produce a nice sized plant. And then I will release these guys out back into their run. And I'm really excited about that. I really feel like setting this up as a small garden just for them is gonna be what's gonna help reduce my food bill. Normally, I take from the 1/4 acre no-till market garden from them and I'll drop it in here, you know, and they compost that for me. But this year, I'm really wanting my girls and my guys to not be as dependent upon me. Look how beautiful that is. Dependent on me and Steven to bring them food, fresh food, all day. This way there'll be a small garden in here. It'll hold them for a few months until the grass can take back root. And from that point, they'll begin to eat the grass down. We go through this every single winter, fall and winter. They eat it down to nothing but the dirt. So it's up to you to regenerate it. Let it rest. That's what it's been doing for the past month. This area has been resting. Get out here and seed it with some seeds and give them something to be able to eat when it's time to let them back out here. I just came out here and misted all of this with the water hose. Got it damp. It's supposed to be raining a little bit coming up in the next couple of days. It is Louisiana, so they want to soak this area. But the seeds you saw me put down earlier, I needed those seeds to go ahead and get wet. And you can see some of the seeds here that I threw out. You see them? I'm not going to come out here, guys, and like intentionally try to bury these seeds or anything. I'm going to tell you what happened. They'll go ahead and sprout just like all of these did. I'm just freehand broadcasting them, but I did want to show you. I was given this to sprout as an alfalfa seed for my rabbits. Now I am trying to do the alfalfa sprouts inside. I have a container for that, but I saved a few of the seeds to go ahead and broadcast that out here too, because essentially I'm growing my chickens their own garden. See why they said turnips can be used as a ground cover. Do you see how thick that is? That is perfect. All right, so with the peas, I'm just gonna sit them here and I'm just gonna kind of put them in the ground a little bit. I'm just gonna kind of stick them in there. That's all it's gonna take. These are a little bigger. Hi ladies, you see me planting your garden and you are super excited. Yes, you are. So with the peas, because I might need to trellis them up, I was kind of wanting to put them close to something that I can use to grow them up. And this is the summer quail cage. So if I put them here, they start growing, I can just wrap them around that. I can run them up my fence over here. And areas where I'm gonna get a lot of sun that comes through these trees right up in this area. That's all really you have to do, guys. Some things you may have to kind of, you know, not free broadcast like I did. You may actually have to put it in the ground. But I hope that this helps. I'm gonna get my lemon balm down and get a few other things planted out here. Give it 5 more weeks and then I'm gonna let them guys out, clean out their coop, take all that compost to my 1/4 acre market garden, because that's like 4 wheelbarrows full in there. Get it in the ground for my organic regenerative garden. I hope this helps you guys. Just, if I can do it, you can do it. But like I said, this coop area is used for composting. This run was completely depleted. I don't always want my ladies free ranging where I live with wild dogs, stray dogs, coyotes, coons. Gotta be careful sometimes, your neighbors. So with this, it's really just gonna help us provide food for them, reduce the cost of running our farmstead. I tell you all the time, guys, you've got to become producers and not consumers. So this year, Starkey Farmstead is producing the food for our chickens and our rabbits without needing pelleted feed, therefore increasing the profit of our farmstead and helping us grow. So you guys have a blessed day. Get out there, get your chicken garden going. Doesn't take that much. Just coop them up for a couple of weeks. Give the plants a chance to get established. And you guys have a blessed day. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.